Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another episode. Not out in the water? No, we're not today. The boat's going to be out of action for a couple of weeks. I've been having fuel issues with this fiberglass fuel tank I've got underneath the boat. I've taken it out twice now. This is going to be the third time. I'm over it. It keeps leaking. We can smell fuel all the time. So plan is to rip up the deck. Again, obviously the fuel tank's under the floor there. Lucky I made a hatch for it. So we are gonna pull this tank out, send it back to them. They can have it back and give me my money back for the tank because I'm over it. Because what I found out is, yes, there is baffles, but because it's been a fiberglass tank, the top of the tank is not sealed to the baffles on the inside. So what's happening is obviously the tank's filling up with air. It's not breathing properly because the breathing hoses are going up through the front, and the tank's expanding, and because there's residue on the line, it's not breathing, and when you walk on top of the deck as well, you're pushing it on it, and it's pumping fuel out the back, out of the breather. So plan is get that tank, get rid of it. I'm gonna go see Hayfab in Naval Base, and we're gonna get a new tank built. So we're going to try and keep the same dimensions, hopefully, but we're going to go aluminium this time, as much as I don't want to because I had a corrosion problem last time. But we're going to try and raise the tank up off the floor a little bit if we can. Then I'll take it to work and I'll give it a blast, the tank, and paint it to try and get a protective coating on it so it can last a bit more longer with the moisture and everything else with the condensation under the floor, because it's still a little bit under there. So that's the plan, and then we reroute all the lines, breathers, everything bar which I'm not sure yet. I haven't really thought about it because it's still my head in. Maybe even do the pickup line as well, rerun that, which may mean cutting the floor up, which means probably cutting it from, because that's the sender there, maybe cutting it back that way and then coming out there for the filler under the bait board just about there somewhere. So, and then make a short run for the breather, because at the moment the filler, pickup and breather hose is at the front of this tank, and then it goes up that way, up through the front, comes around the back, and then runs all the way down to here. But that's the breather and the pickup for the motor, but the filler is on the other side of that seat. So the problem I'm having is, for me to fill her up now, because the hose is so long and it goes down and under the floor, there's a belly in the hose, and when I go to the pump to fill it up, it constantly clicks. So I can't fill it up that way at the pump. So what's been happening is, in the last few trips we've been going out on, a few trips since I've got it back, is using jerry cans and the old down the neck, and that's how I'll be getting my fuel in the tank. So it's getting past the point, it's annoying, I'm over it. And because we've got the hole at the front there where the lines come up out of the deck, because it's been leaking there, every time we bounce, the smell of fuel just comes straight up out of that hole. So that's why I want to cap that hole off, put a new hole at the back here, run all the lines at the back, and then put a blower on there just to suck all the vapors out of there. So that's the plan. Now that we've got the demersal ban on, I know I'd still love to go fishing. It'd still be great to go get King George whiting and things like that, but I thought, got to get it done before, obviously, the new demersal season coming up in September, because we're going to go away in September, and then I've got to get it ready again for the white run, and then we're going away again, taking it away again with us in December, and could be a good possibility it might be going away mid next year up north, which I still haven't really thought about if I'm going to waste my time towing it up there or hire a boat up there. But anyway, that's a year away. So that's the goal we're doing today. So we're going to trim out all the silicone, get it all out, open the hatch, drain out about 100 litres of fuel that's in it, whack in jerry cans, which I'm going to be short on jerry cans either way, so we might have to throw some in the car and go from there. It's going to be fun. floor's up. Great news under the floor there. So, come on, camera. So yeah, sender. See all the moisture on it, and look what we have down here. Do you reckon that's fuel? Because it sure freaking smells like it. Freaking terrible. So yeah, now we'll drain it and get this piece of crap out of here. Alright, I'm going to pull the sender out, which is there, where my finger is, there, or there, and I'll start siphoning this fuel out, and yeah, not looking good under there. Wasn't even bloody glued down. Fuck yeah, that's great. Full fucking tank. Okay, now. Right, be back. Little battery operated pump, designed for fuel. 16 bucks for Repco. See how this thing goes. Gets in the hole, only just. One done. What did that take? 4 minutes, 20 litres. Look at that, 15 odd minutes or so. Probably more like 22 litres in there. Shame the hose wasn't a little bit longer. Be intrigued to see how long the battery actually lasts on this little thing. Apparently that's 6 litres a minute. That's what the thing said anyway. Better sit down and get comfortable. About 6 minutes coming up. Just like that. Jerry cans, the last one I got. Well, I do have a 10 litre one, but hopefully that's all it is. Had a beer. Suck, my little friend, suck. This is really annoying. So what we'll do after this, ooh. Ooh. I think we might be dry. We are. What I was about to say is, if we go to the front now, let's see how much clearance we've got back here. There should be enough. I'm going to wind up the jock a little bit more. I think it's all the way up. And see if we can siphon the rest of it out. If there's only like 2 or 3 litres, I'm not really fast. So yeah, we'll be back in the set. I think the truck's all the way up already anyway. Wow, good little pump this. Not much of a mess. Easy, quick, quiet, no kaboom. We're all still here. What have we got? It's about 10 litres in there. So not bad. 4, 6, 70 litres. Good. Alrighty. Look at it. I gotta get out of the shed. Getting pretty high as a kite in here at the moment. So I'll pause it here and then we'll come back. Alright, go down and do the hoses. Except for the fuel pickup, I've got to find a block for it before I take that one off to put it in there to stop the losing the air pocket. Well, we're soon to get an air pocket in the fuel line anyway, which I have to reprime later. So Didn't have the camera on as usual. Everything went a bit sideways, but we got it out. Ish. So all I done was he's down. Rat strap on the nozzle there. Straight up to the roof of the shed, cranked it up, pulled on it, and we have movement. So yeah, she is out and ready. So now we'll get it out of the boat and show you something interesting as well, because it's still dripping. The fuel filler hose has still got fuel in it. That goes to show how low it was. It's not, because it's such a dip in it, that's why it's not filling up. So we've got an airlock in that, so that's why I'm moving it. Because of that airlock, I can't fill it up at the pump. And she's still running out of a bit of fuel. Oh yeah, you can actually see where she's been leaking too. Out the side of the breather. There we go. Fucking shit, man. Funny thing is, quite surprised the paint's held up pretty good underneath anyway. So yeah, we'll pull her out the front, out the back, out of the shed. We'll get all this crap off, and we're gonna have to wash in here because it is freaking terrible. It's nice, gooey, browny, fuely water. I mean, I'll swim in it. I don't know about you guys, but yeah. Ugh, freaking terrible, man. Alright. See where she's been leaking. We're in the breather the whole time. I don't know if you guys can make that out. It's a good thing about painting things. So yeah, obviously she's been squirting out here, running down. Obviously this is the bottom of the tank. So yeah. So there we have it. Righty, we'll get her outside. I'll hook up to the ute. Actually, don't have to hook up to the ute. Pull her out, get the trolley jack out, lift it as high as she can go, get the hose from the front. I hate putting water in there. I've kind of got no choice. I'm gonna have to wash this out because it freaking stinks. And yeah, give it a wash out. Let it aerate out over the weekend out in the open, out of the shed. And hopefully Monday I'll take it in the hay fab, and fingers crossed can whip me up something in a week. I know it's going to be a bit of an ask. I haven't even spoken to him since I told him when I'm going to take the tank out. Yeah, because obviously, yeah, one, I've got to take it to work, got to sandblast it, not with garnet, with glass speed, which will just give me a nice enough profile to get the paint to stick to the tank. And obviously that way, fingers crossed, slow the corrosion, because I know aluminium will still corrode regardless. But if I put a spacer underneath, let the tank breathe underneath, put the blower on there so it's always on when I'm driving, so it gets continuous airflow under here. Hopefully we'll keep it dry, and I'm also going to try and see if I can get that fan running onto 24 volt power. I know it's only a 12 volt motor. We're going to get an inverter system where I can plug it in with an Anderson plug when I get home to keep all under here dry, because you're still always going to get condensation under the floor, obviously, because there's no bilge blower. That's the next thing I will be putting in. I'm going to cut another hole through the floor here at the back, whack that on top, and hopefully I can find a way to plug it in when I get home, so there's always constant airflow under the hull to keep it dry, and if there is any moisture under there, we'll just dry it all out. That's the plan anyway. So, alright, we'll get her outside and we'll go from there. Alrighty, that's a wrap. So I've got the boat outside now. I've gave it a hose out inside, as you can see. So plan is now those lines there bar one with a bolt sticking out of it. The other two are going. I'm going to move them either to that little hole there that I got through the bulkhead there, or this one, which I'm thinking this one because it's the back of the tank, because when it's on the car it tends to lean forward. So I'm thinking about putting the filler and everything out through there, through the pocket, through the other pocket, and out the top, and do the filler and breather that way. But I still think I'm going to have a problem filling it because the hose is still going to come down and then into the tank and then go return that way. Or the other option is put another one of these there and use that as a filler through the floor. So again, to make one, so I'll just take the hatch off, unscrew the hatch, fill it through the floor there, and only have the breather going up. So two options. Let me know what you think, because yeah, the way we had it before, it just wasn't working at all. So I'm thinking the easiest route is just to cut a hole in this board, reseal it, and then have another filler through this floor with a lid on the inside, which is going to be annoying to fill it up either way, but then it's one less hose I have to push up through here. So everyone's thoughts will be much appreciated on this one. I don't think there'll be a video next week, because if everything goes ahead with Mr. Hayfab and he can start it, he may have it finished by end of next week, may not, depends on his workload. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, he does. If he does, then I'll do a video on me blasting it and giving it a coat of paint the week after. So yeah, there still may not be a video for next week, so we'll see how it all plans out. But yeah, everyone's thoughts on this one will be much appreciated, because it's been doing my head in for the last 3-4 months, and yeah, I've just been dealing with the smell and getting seasick just because of the smell of fuel. So anyway, till next time, I'll catch you not out in the water, maybe at work, maybe here, but till then, peace.